Hi class, in this video I am going to go over the syllabus as well as show you a brief overview of the best way to navigate the course. So the first thing you want to do is whenever you look at our homepage, you are going to find several useful links. The first one is a link to the introduction to the course page, which provides some important information about the course. The next one is the syllabus, which contains the syllabus. The third one is the modules link, which takes you to the modules. And the last one is a link to my Zoom office hours. So if there's any time that you want to meet with me, all you have to do is click on this link and it'll take you to the Zoom office hours. However, it's always best to email me so we can schedule a time. And whenever we set a time, then you can go ahead and click on here and we can have our Zoom office hours. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over the syllabus, and obviously I'm not going to go over the entire syllabus. I'm just going to point out some important things. The first thing is that this semester we added a COVID statement, and basically what this COVID statement says is that you are responsible for monitoring your symptoms, and also it says that any person visiting campus regardless of vaccination status, has to wear a mask. So please make sure that you read the COVID statement. Also, in a moment, I'm going to show you that there is also a COVID safety module that everybody has to complete. So I'll show you that in a little bit. Here is my contact information. My name is Natalie Herrera, and the best way to contact me is through Canvas inbox. And like I said, my office hours are by appointment only, and they are via Zoom. As far as my office, I do have an office, but right now, since we are socially distancing, they are not required. They are basically saying that we can't have office hours in our office. Here is my phone number. Now, the calls do get forwarded to my cell phone. At least I think it's still working that way. So if you do call, make sure that you leave a voicemail and you let me know what class you are in. That way I know who you are and I can call you back. So this class is basically a special topics class, and we are going to be dealing with a lot of academic topics like advising, funding for school, scholarships, other types of funding, as well as time management, study skills, things like that. There is no required textbook, and I should also mention that for this class, we do not have any mandatory Zoom class meetings, nor do we meet in person, nor do we have any class meetings of any other kind. This class is completely online. So all of the materials you're going to find are online. And like I said, this class is mostly to get you prepared, for college. So you will develop a career plan, academic plan, financial plan, things like that. So there's not a lot of reading material because a lot of these have to do with you. So some assignments are going to require that you look up information and things like that. But as far as like readings and textbooks and things like that, we're not really going to use those. There is no textbook for this course. So as you can see, when we go to the grading policy, this class is graded on an SU. So basically, if you get an S, that means that it's satisfactory. Anything with a 70 or higher is considered passing and will receive an S grade. Anything lower than a 70% will be considered unsatisfactory and will receive a U grade. So basically how that works is that the SU grade doesn't necessarily affect your GPA, but it does show up as you not passing the class if you get a U. So if you have any questions about grading policies and how an S or a U affects your grade, please make sure that you contact your financial aid officer, your financial aid advisor, or your academic advisor. As far as classroom management, it's very important that you participate in a respectful manner. Please make sure that everything you submit is your own. And also please make sure that everything you submit is relevant to the course. So here we have the important dates. Please keep in mind that the last day to withdraw with a W is October 18th, and the last day to add a course with instructor's permission is August 27th. And as you can see right here, the class is basically divided into Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we have assignments due on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Now these assignments are fairly short, and like I said, they are about yourself, so they shouldn't take you too long to complete. For these first two assignments, typically they would be due on Friday, August 20th, and I did put them due on August 20th, but I left them open for an additional 2 days just because I know it is a short week. For some assignments, I do give you an extra day. Like for example, this one, it's due on August 23rd, but I leave it open one extra day just in case there's any issues or glitches or your Wi-Fi goes out. I do leave it open an extra day, even though it's considered late. It still allows you to turn it in. Once the assignment closes, you can't turn it in anymore. So please make sure that you plan ahead and that you stick to the schedule. The discussions though, those are due on the date listed on the syllabus because those are in a live forum. So those cannot be made up or submitted late or anything like that because they are in a live discussion forum. So as you can see, the syllabus tells you when the classes are due. So I would say, sorry, the syllabus tells you when the assignments are due. So for example, sometimes we don't have an assignment due on Monday, but we'll have it due Wednesday and Friday, right? And like for example, this Friday, we have an activity which says that you should meet with your academic advisor and then complete the worksheet. And as you can see for this one, for Wednesday, the 27th, we just have one assignment due that week. So right here, when it comes to this one, as you can see, it takes up these 2 days, which means that this activity right here would be due on October 11th. So the best way to keep up with assignments and navigate the course is to look at the syllabus, but also make sure that you look at your calendar. However, don't rely on your calendar because sometimes your notifications don't go off or there might be glitches. So make sure that you're always double checking everything with your syllabus, and if something doesn't sync up, let me know because it could be a mistake and I can go ahead and fix it. Also, make sure that you read announcements. As you can see right here, the most recent announcement will be displayed on our homepage. And if you want to see all of the announcements that I post, you can go ahead and click on announcements and view them. I only have one announcement right now, but typically I post an announcement every single Monday, which provides an overview of the course, and it also lets you know, it provides an overview of the week. So it basically tells you what we are doing that week, and it also tells you what assignments are due for that week. So the announcements are also a really good way to keep track of the course because you just have to focus like, okay, this announcement says I have to do these 2 things this week, and that's it, you know? So if you're one of those people that you want something like a list of what you have to do for each week, definitely go ahead and take a look at the announcements. Sometimes I do post other updates and, like for example, one of the assignments you have to do for this class is you have to go to an ARC workshop. They are doing those virtually. So when it comes to the dates, I will go ahead and let you know in an announcement that there's a workshop coming up. That way you can make plans and you can go. Please make sure that you don't leave that until the last minute because that assignment is due November 1st. And I always have students who don't go. But the thing is, you have 2.5 months to go to a workshop. Even if you work, even if you're really busy, you have 2 months to go. So there's no excuse for not doing that assignment. So make sure that you look at the announcements so that you know when those workshops are coming up. So here is our first announcement, and as you can see, it lets you know to read the syllabus and go over the course orientation module. I also have a short video where I introduce myself, and then I tell you what activities are due this week. So right here, I let you know that these 2 activities are due this week. And like I said, the announcements are really helpful because it really just condenses everything we're doing for that specific week. So they're a really good way to keep track of the course. Then if we go back to our home, we also have the modules. Now the modules are helpful, but they are organized by subject. So it might be a little bit difficult to find the assignment you're looking for through the modules. But I think that it's difficult to find the assignment by date, but you can definitely find the assignment according to the subject that we are dealing with. So like, for example, if the assignment has to do with academic planning, you know that you can find it under this module. But like I said, when it comes to like finding assignments and what is due for that week, the best ways to navigate the course would be through the announcements and through the syllabus in order to know what you have to do for each specific week. Let's go ahead and look at the introduction page. So right here, I provide this video, which you are watching right now, and then I also have modes of communication. So you can go ahead and email me at natalie@nmsu.edu. However, my preferred method of communication is over here through Canvas inbox. And the reason for that is because at my NMSU address, I receive a lot of emails from the college, from a lot of different places, a lot of colleagues. So those emails tend to get very long and sometimes emails get lost. So I prefer that if you email me through Canvas inbox because this one is mostly for students, so it's easier for me to keep track. And it usually takes me about 24 to 48 hours to reply. Of course, if it's the weekend, it probably takes me a little bit longer because I don't check my email during the weekend. Something else to keep in mind is that if I don't reply to you, that means that I probably didn't see your email. If it's been more than 3 days, then I probably didn't receive it or it got lost somewhere. So if that's the case, please go ahead and email me again and tell me that I missed your first email. Because a lot of the time, with Canvas, I don't tend to have that problem. Sometimes I do, but I have that problem more with my NMSU address, where sometimes I don't receive emails through Gmail, or somebody says they emailed me, but I never received it. So sometimes that does happen. That's why I'm saying if you do email me and I never reply, please remind me, because maybe something happened and I never got that email. When it comes to grading, a lot of the assignments are graded with a rubric, and I also leave comments. So if you want to go ahead and view your feedback, including the rubric and the comments that I leave, you can go ahead and view this handout, so that this handout shows you how to view the rubric and the comments. This video right here shows you how to submit an assignment, and I do offer extra credit for some assignments, like if you go to tutoring for specific assignments, or if you attend extra workshops. That's one way to get extra credit. Here I have an etiquette for online classes, and basically what these are, they are guidelines for communicating in an online class or an online discussion. And please make sure that you take a look at these, because sometimes like we do things without realizing them. Like for example, we might write something in all caps and we don't realize that that implies shouting, so the person might think that you are shouting at them. So please take a look at these. Also, I have some information about Canvas. So if you have frequently asked questions, you can go ahead and click on here to see if there's an answer to the question you have. And if you're having issues with Canvas itself, then you can go ahead and contact tech support. And of course, like I said, there are no textbooks for this class. Something else I wanted to mention, if we go to the home page, actually no, let's go back to modules. Because I wanted to show you that after the first module, we have the COVID safety module, which is something that every student has to complete. Even if you're not taking in-person classes, you still have to go ahead and complete this module. So please complete this module by the end of the first week. So going back to our homepage, like I said, you can find quick links here, like to the introduction page, the syllabus, the modules, and my office hours. But if you scroll down, it also gives you a course summary. So it tells you when each assignment is due. So again, I know I keep saying this, but if you really want to keep track of the assignments that are due, the best way to do that is to look at the syllabus, look at the announcements, and look at the course summary as well. So the last thing I wanted to show you it actually goes back to the modules. I wanted to show you that in the first module, I have some important information. So if you are taking Zoom classes, like for example, if some of your other classes require that you meet through Zoom, definitely take a look at these because it talks about Zoom, instructions for how to set it up and how you should conduct yourself when you are in a Zoom class. But it also has setting notifications on Canvas. So if you want to get notified whenever there is an announcement or whenever a grade is posted or whenever you get an email, definitely go ahead and set your notifications on your phone. Obviously download the app and then set notifications so that you can receive them on your phone or maybe on your iPad as well. And basically right here it tells you how to set those notifications for like discussions, assignments, announcements, things like that. And something else I wanted to mention from that module is that if you don't have Microsoft Office, you can download it for free because you are a student. So all NMSU students have access to free Microsoft Office. And actually, you can go ahead and download it on up to 5 personal devices. And this includes computers and also mobile devices. And let me just say that this is really handy and very convenient because I purchased a laptop a few years ago and I saw how much Microsoft Word was and it was very expensive. So I went ahead and I downloaded it on that laptop, and that laptop didn't work that well. But then I bought another laptop and I also downloaded it in that laptop. So now I have Microsoft Office 365 on 2 of my laptops and it's worked very well. I never have issues. So you can definitely download it. That way you don't have to log in. Of course, you can also use Microsoft Office 365 through your my.nmsu account. But if you want to use it as a regular software on your computer, definitely go ahead and download it. So you can definitely use it both ways. So you can use it as a cloud, so you can save stuff online, or you can also download it so that you can use it as regular software. And I believe the regular software also allows you to save it online as well. So Office 365 is definitely very it's very convenient because you can use it in a lot of different ways. The last thing I wanted to mention is the general help and questions forum. So basically this right here is a general forum where you can go ahead and post any general questions you might have, like in case you're wondering what the next ARC workshop is, or if you have a question about an assignment, or if you have a question about your major that you feel other people might be able to answer, or you feel that maybe other people might be wondering the same thing, like if you have a question about financial aid or something, you can go ahead and post it here and a classmate or myself can answer it. And if you want to get notified of whenever there's a new post, you can just go ahead and click on subscribe. However, this is, like I said, for general questions. If you have a personal question like about your grade or something having to do with you personally, this is not the place to ask me that. Go ahead and email me for any personal or individual questions. The general help and questions forum is only for, like I said, general frequently asked questions that you might have. So this concludes our navigation video. I hope that it was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to working with all of you this semester.